This is just a really quick video on how to get your WordPress posts to look well on Facebook. I've had a couple of questions from clients this week as to how to get their posts to look well because it's just pulling up a blank page, or it's not bringing in images, or it's just not displaying the text that they want. And one of the main reasons for this is that what Facebook brings in is the very first meta information that it finds from your post. And that, depending on what way your theme is set up, could just be the title of your actual website page. So it could just be, for example, web Poppifying website design, as opposed to the actual title of the post that I want to bring in. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at what we want to achieve. Is a post like this, where you have a big, beautiful image, you have the exact title that you want, as well as a description that you want, and then you can put in your own information about the post above. So the first thing we're going to do is go into WordPress itself, and I always have Yoast SEO installed. And Yoast is a plugin that tells the search engines exactly what your post is about. The search engines are exactly how your audience are going to find you. But it doesn't just tell the search engines, it also tells the social media exactly what your post is about. So right now, this post is about authors and technology. This is what the search engines are seeing. They have a title, they have the correct URL, and then they have some random lines of information from my post. This isn't exactly what I want to happen. What I want to happen is that I need to set my focus keyword. The focus keyword for me is going to be authors and technology. So I'm just going to paste that in there. And as soon as I put in my focus keyword, it starts to optimize. It starts to tell me how well I've optimized my keyword. So I've actually got it in my article heading, in my title, and in the URL. So we'll just scroll up and see that. So it's in the heading up here. I have it included in my title. If I don't, I can just click edit and make all the changes that I want there. And I also have it within the content of my site. Now, in order to change these to have them exactly the way I want them, I can set the SEO title and the meta description. Now you can see that the meta description is not showing as having my focus keyword. So I'm just going to make sure to do that now. I have these that I'm just going to copy over. Now you'll notice that you actually have to have authors and technology exactly as it is in the focus keyword in order for this to work. So we'll say if I changed this and I just made it authors and technology, it wouldn't see it. So it would have major problems with that. You have to keep it exactly the same as your focus keyword in order for Yoast to work for you. So also with the meta description, I'm just going to copy in a description I've created, and this is the description I want to show up for the search engine. So you can see straight away this changes. Now another thing you want to do is make sure that you have a featured image defined. Your featured image is the first image that it'll pick up for your post. And when you're putting in your featured image, as always, make sure your title and your alt text are defined, because Google, when it's looking through its huge amount of images online, can't actually see what your image is, but it can read the text that you've written about it, and it will associate that with your image. So it's another great way to be found. So I'm going to update my page, and as soon as I do, I'll see here that Yoast is telling me whether I have a good or bad score for SEO. So it's telling me that's good. Great. Now if I really want to continue to improve my SEO for this post, I can again scroll down and look at page analysis, and it'll give me a lot more information, and I can follow this along in order to improve my score even further again. But this is good for my purposes for the moment, so I'm just going to update that. And as soon as I have that done, I want to update my page. Now I actually hadn't updated before, but you can see your SEO score at the top, and it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So what I want to do is copy my URL, pop over to Facebook, and I'm going to put in my URL, and Facebook picks up the post. Now sometimes it doesn't pick up the post properly. For some reason it just doesn't come over, and what you'll get is the title in an empty box. There'll be no picture. What I generally do is refresh the page again and try it again, and on the second or third time it usually picks it up. But if it doesn't, don't worry, you can follow along here to add in information manually. So the first thing I want to do is it's picking up all the photos on the page, which includes my logo and also this extra image that I've put in about the Wild Wild West. So in order to get rid of those, you can just click on the images, that gets rid of them, and you have your one beautiful big image that we want. Now it's pulling in that information that I've defined Poppyvine design, authors and technology, getting authors confidently online. That's the information that I've designed. But if I wanted to change that, it's simply a case of clicking on it, and then I can just change the information. So we'll say I'm just going to delete this out, and I'm happy with that. I'd prefer if this was actually the longer text, so I'm going to pop in there and change that. So that's lovely. I'm really happy with that now, and all I have to do is click publish. So that's how you create a new post for yourself that has the correct information in there and looks really well. If you have any questions, or if there's anything else that you'd like to get information on or record me a video on, then leave your question in the comments here or send it on to orla@poppyvine.com. That's orla@poppyvine.com. Take care.